How's it going, everybody? Nathaniel from RCInsight here, and today I am back with another LEGO 2022 set review for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Technic set 42137, the Formula E Porsche 99X Electric. Now, this set comes with 422 pieces, retails for $65 in Canada, and, well, it is a $65 Technic race car. Technic builds are usually the most straightforward. All we have is the car here, so we're going to just jump straight into talking about it. So to start here, when I saw this set on the box, I was really not convinced. I thought the set looked small and somewhat incomplete for what it was, and at 422 pieces for $65, I thought it probably wasn't worth it. However, after seeing the final product here, I can say that I was very wrong about how this looked on the box. When it all comes together, this thing looks great. It's compact, it fits together, it does not feel like it's missing pieces or somewhat empty like I thought it did on the box. And all in all, the detailing here is really strong. Now, this thing has a bazillion stickers. Can't even point them all out. They're everywhere, from the actual legitimate advertisements to, you know, the Porsche stickers to everything that's on here. I mean, there's even a Hugo Boss sticker on this thing. So, not going to cover all of that, but just know, be warned, if you're getting into a set like this, there are a whole heck of a lot of stickers on, you know, basically all the main panel body pieces. And that's because that's the way it is in real life. I gotta say, I love the color here with the mix of white, black, and red. You're definitely not going to be getting anything new in terms of Technic pieces in a certain color. These are all very common colors that have been around for a long time, but the design of the car is really solid, right down to the, you know, steering wheel and seat at the front there, and it even has a bit of that old Technic feel to it, with being able to even see the interior on some parts of this build, though it is still pretty compact. One thing that I don't necessarily like is that you can see the custom pieces that have the pullback feature on them, and that is right, this car does, like basically all the new Technic cars, have the pullback, and in this case, it also has this little lever here which controls. So if I roll it back and the lever is up, it will just hold in place, and as soon as I push it down, you can see the wheels spin and it goes. So that's like a little brake, and that's just done through a simple mechanism. It connects to this piece here at the bottom. You can see how it moves up and down there, and that prevents this from spinning when it's up. It hits the Technic piece, and when it is down, there's enough room for it to spin all the way around. So fairly simple mechanism, and that is basically how you have that little brake on the back. Now, one thing that I will criticize about this set, much like the other $65 Technic race car from this January wave, there are none of the classic gear features and cool interior workings. Even last year's McLaren Senna GTR had like a piston engine and working parts on the inside, and obviously I do not expect an electric vehicle to have a piston engine, but the lack of steering, the lack of any classic Technic gears and moving working components, aside from, you know, the pullback feature, is definitely a little bit disappointing, and I wish they would have focused on more than just having this be a wind-up car toy. Obviously there is the augmented reality app to couple with this, but I'm not covering that because that really is not related to this set. I don't even have the app, and I don't think you should need an app to enhance your LEGO building experience. Plus, I'm not a big fan of augmented reality. I never have been. I have yet to find an augmented reality game that really wows me. So the lack of a bit of that traditional Technic feeling, you definitely feel that here. Without the gears and working parts, it does definitely feel more just like a highly detailed show model, which is good in its own right, and it looks great. And Technic does a really good job at conveying this race car model quite accurately. But it just lacks some of that classic Technic feel that I really feel like you should expect when you're purchasing and building a Technic set. So just taking a quick look at the instructions here, this is a relatively sizable book with a hard seam, and These new Technic sets, they have the bar along the bottom to indicate how far along in the build you are, but they don't have that silly graphic when the build is complete with like the stars going all around the build. And so I like that. I don't mind having the bar, the progress bar along the bottom of the pages. I actually think that's a nice little touch to just help you visualize how close to completion of the set you are. And I wouldn't mind that being in all LEGO books. I just really don't like the graphics for completing a mini build. And so I'm glad that these new Technic sets, they don't include that. So overall, it's what you'd expect from an instruction book. And I like how they've dialed back the new 2022 pizzazz just a little bit. As for the box, it's around that standard, $50 box size. And this is a little bit overpriced because, 422 pieces is not a huge set. But overall, the box looks good. It's what you would expect from a set like this. It highlights that it does have that pullback function as well as the AR app that's connected to it. The box art, I think, looks good. And if you flip it around to the back here, you get a rear end view as well as some more detailed instructions about how the pullback and AR features work. You also get an image of the actual race car, which looks very sleek and clean. There's obviously no second or alternative build for this set. And lastly, it also has the little punch-in corners for the box. And yeah, that is it on the box front. So overall, I really like this set. It is definitely a little bit on the pricey side, especially for Technic, but I still think you get a very nice, compact, and sleek looking build. It is sticker overload, as I mentioned, so for those of you who don't love stickers, this might not be for you, or you could just not put the stickers on. The build honestly might look a little bit cleaner without them. And overall, I think this is a fun build. I think it's worth a little bit of extra money. I think it looks complete. It feels complete. And it doesn't feel, the final product doesn't feel like it's a little less than you would expect for $65. So all in all, I think it's a good set at a good price tag with a compelling and good looking final product. I mentioned how it lacks some of that classic Technic feel to it, and it certainly does. But I would say the final product here is much better than I was expecting from the box. And it's just a really nice build and a really nice display piece. And so if you're on the fence and you weren't sure based on the box art, I would say that this is still a really nice set. And if you're looking for a cheap and easy race car to pick up, I would certainly go out and get this one. So that is my review for the Formula E Porsche set, guys. If you liked the video, click the like button down below. It is a great way for you to show your support. Subscribe for more content like this. LEGO news, reviews, speed builds, all that sort of stuff you can find on my channel. So if that interests you, subscribe so you can be notified as soon as those videos come out. I also have a wealth of other toys and games content on my channel as well. So again, if that interests you, check it out. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.